You may have heard the cries as a subtle whimper in the distance. A no, do not redeem it. But X has made some massive changes, or they are at least floating the idea. Not only will they now be tagging the accounts with their country of origin, which I firmly believe, and you will find out, that many of your favorite mega meme accounts are in fact Pakistani or Indian. I guarantee that to be true. Defiant L's foreigner, your Still Grays, he's a foreigner. None of these people live in America or have even been to America, yet millions of people believe that they are mega. You've got your Gunther Eaglemans, who's willing to sell out his followers to promote big soda and fly directly in the face of the Maha movement. I'm looking forward to this. Yes, I don't care. It may be cold, but I don't care. Now, today, they announced an even bigger thing, that they are likely to end monetization. I have been one of the loudest proponents of saying monetization has ruined X. It's a little bit more than the monetization because I think it's kind of a 50-50 split between the monetization and the bots, many of which are run by foreign governments. But let's look at some of the reaction and some of the actual fallout here. And as somebody who's about to lose hundreds of dollars a month, I still would rather people buy my coffee. I've never created posts on X to make money, but there is a whole economy of people that do that. They don't actually add value to the platform. They add noise. By the way, all of our coffee is on Amazon.com, link in the description down below. You can get all of our coffees free overnight. Our summer blends, the Tiger's Blood and Blackberry, are selling out fast. Our first wave of fall stuff is already sold out. I've just roasted some new stuff. It's already going in the mail today, so it should be hopefully to Amazon by Saturday. But our blueberry cobbler, I can highly recommend our blackberry cream, our Tiger's Blood, our blueberry cobbler, or just our 002 Ethiopian, or 004 our dark roast, or 005 our bourbon roast. All of these available with free next day shipping, link in the description below. Let's talk about this first. Sources say an ex-executive is considering shutting down the creator monetization program, claiming that it has hurt the platform and its community more than it has helped. This is delusion in the replies. This would kill X. It absolutely would not. Twitter, before it was X, and then X subsequently, without the monetization, were wildly popular and will continue to be wildly popular without monetization. Now, again, I say this as somebody who's been very fortunate to get some money every month out of X, even though I don't consider it, like a part of the job or anything like that. I just get paid for the posts that I post naturally, and that's it. I would be very happy to see it go away. Unfortunately, part of the problem is that they're throwing the baby out with the bathwater. The problem isn't necessarily that the monetization is bad. It's that they don't police it in any way. If they had the simple systems in place, like if you were caught stealing somebody else's post, or you were rightfully community noted 3 times, you would lose monetization, something like that. I think that would clean up a lot of these garbage factories. Now, the community note system obviously is not as trustworthy. It's ideologically captured, but they could fix that too. Fix community notes, use community notes to rein in these garbage posters. I'm talking about people that post literal fake news that they know is fake and then make money. I covered a story yesterday about, somebody who allegedly was a Olive Garden employee. It got millions of views, completely fake. They should be community noted and they should receive a strike, and 3 strikes and you lose monetization. I think that would mostly fix your casual garbage posters on X. The second thing they're going to roll out is country of origin flags on people's accounts. This would be massive. They write, when you read content on X, you should be able to verify its authenticity. This is critical to getting a pulse on the important issues happening in the world. As part of that, we're experimenting with displaying new information on profiles, including which country an account is based in, among other details. Again, this would be both for the left and the right extraordinarily eye-opening, as I am telling you, with a strong degree of confidence that most of your favorite accounts, your meme accounts, your mega accounts, they're Indian or Pakistani, Malaysian. They're not Americans. And to take it further, by the way, as a Westerner, let's just say you're not an American, you're in the UK, maybe, or whatever, you're a Westerner, as they would say, Canadian. I would be willing to bet that 70 to 75% of every dollar we pay Elon Musk on X to be allowed into the monetization program and to get our blue check mark goes to India, Pakistan bot farms. The other big issue, the reason they're talking about getting rid of monetization, the thing they're not telling you about it is it's not working. It's not working. Here's Nikita Beer says, at this point, I think the creator payouts does more harm than good, and we need to off-ramp to a different system. I think if you just banned India and Pakistan from X, from the monetization program, it would almost immediately get better. But here's the thing. I believe that X has found out what we already know here on this channel. You're familiar with dead internet theory, right? You're familiar with dead internet theory, right? I believe that X has figured out that they're issuing large payouts to essentially bot accounts who are talking to other bot accounts. X advertisers have also figured this out. Pouring money into X to advertise is like pouring it into a black hole. How do I know this? Because I've done it. I paid for the gold checkmark when it was $1,000 a month, but they gave you $1,000 in Twitter ads. I tested Twitter ads and they were horrendous. Again, you might say, well, what do you know? Well, I ran a search marketing agency that had $100 million budgets managed at. We had Amazon. We had Paramount as partners. We had huge, Dish Network as partners. We were spending $1 million a day across multiple platforms. I have advertised on Twitter and I have advertised on X. I know what I'm doing and how to advertise. And advertising on X was easily the most disastrous spend I've ever had in my life. Absolute disaster. Hardly any interactions at all. I mean, if I look at my own X account, I have 400,000 followers. I'd be lucky to get 100 or 200 interactions on a post. Now you might be saying, you post more value. Yeah, but also I see a lot of other accounts, tiny accounts, that are getting thousands of likes on their posts almost instantly when they post them. That's because they're being botted, either knowingly or unknowingly. Accounts are being botted on this platform by foreign interference. That's what I believe. That's my gut feeling when I analyze the traffic, when I look at who clicked on my ads, who interacts with my X account. We had a great system, monetization, but it got immediately ruined by Indian bot farms and Pakistani bot farms and foreign governments promoting posts, promoting users. You all know how people talk about this person's a paid asset, that person's a paid asset. People automatically think, oh, you got the $7,000 check. That's not how paid influence actually works. What happens is foreign governments will pay to boost your posts. So you'll think that you're wildly popular. Much of that interaction is completely fake, of course. Some of it is real. It's the same reason people view bot when they go on Twitch. They want to show up at the top. Eventually, they get a few real people trickled in there. But a large percentage of the actual people are just simply not real. I think X knows this. I think they figured out we're getting all sorts of interaction, but monetization has created a system in which we are incentivizing fake accounts to talk to other fake accounts. That's the reality of it. Now, they purged 1.7 million bot accounts that were engaging in reply spam. I still get constantly, oh, I'm going to be giving $5,000 to whatever. Just follow this crypto scammer, right? Now, I don't know if he deleted this post, because the last post I see was from him 17 hours ago. So I don't know where this post is, what date this post happened, or if he ended up deleting it. Oh, this is on 9/29/25. So this is a few weeks ago. People didn't really see it because people didn't know who this guy was before, until he just handed somebody who was complaining about X payouts $10,000. But by the way, I support them getting rid of creator monetization. I would rather they ban like India and Pakistan from monetization. That's what I would prefer. I would prefer they police the slop posters, the people who are freebooting, stealing other content. Like, if your account just posts clips of Fox News, you're literally breaking the law. You're not adding any context. You're not adding any, it's not fair use. You're just freebooting clips of Fox News. And there's at least 5 prominent conservative accounts that's basically all they do. And they're making 50 grand a month on X revenue. Why would you pay for that? You're just incentivizing more slop. If there was any kind, and like the people that steal shorts from people, Libs of TikTok just takes a TikTok, puts their watermark on it, and collects tens of thousands of dollars a month. Like, that's just on the left. On the right, there are dozens and dozens of accounts on the left that do the exact same thing. People ruined it, just like everything. This idea too, starting next week, we will surface this on a handful of profiles of the X team members to get feedback. This is about, now when you go to somebody's profile, you're going to see where the account is based. Look at this. Date joined, July 12th, account based in the United States. It would be and people are like, yeah, but my privacy. I don't care about that. If you're engaging in the U.S. political conversation and you're from Zimbabwe and you're profiting off dividing Americans, I want to know if you're from Zimbabwe. There will be privacy toggles, however, if a user configures them, that will likely be highlighted in their profile. So if they hide their location, everyone will just hide their location. I don't think they should do that. I think you should actually have a flag in their bio right here that should show where they are. I think they're not going far enough. I think they should go all the way and say, nope, if you're from America, there's gonna be an American flag next to your profile, and that's how it is. I don't think the monetization made X any better, but they have huge problems with dead internet theory and bots. And so if they cut monetization, I don't really care. I'm fine with it. Good riddance. They're going to have to go back to ripping off old grannies out of their retirement money if they want to make a living, I guess. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to leave a like on it. If you haven't yet, please subscribe or follow down below, and we'll talk to you again real soon.